If you need to change DNS on Namecheap and add DNS records like TXT, CNAME, or MX, this video will walk you through the full process step by step. Whether you're connecting a website, verifying a domain, setting up email, or adding a service like Google Workspace or a website builder, these DNS changes are a very important part of getting everything working correctly. Before we begin, if this video helps you out, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe for more simple tech tutorials just like this. It really helps the channel grow, and it lets you know when new tutorials are posted. Alright, let's get started. First, log into your Namecheap account. Once you're signed in, you'll see your account dashboard. From there, look for the domain list option. This is where all of your registered domains are stored. Click on Domain List to open the full list of domains connected to your account. Next, find the domain you want to edit. If you manage more than one domain, double-check that you select the correct one because DNS changes must be made on the exact domain you want to configure. Once you've found it, click the Manage button next to that domain. Now, you'll be taken to the Domain Settings page. Here, look for the Advanced DNS tab and open it. This is the section where Namecheap lets you manage all of your DNS records. If you're adding records for website hosting, email verification, or a third-party service, this is the place you need to be. After opening Advanced DNS, scroll down until you see Host Records. This section contains the main DNS records currently attached to your domain. These records control where your domain points and how services like websites and email are handled. To add a new DNS entry, click Add New Record. A new row will appear, and this is where you can choose the type of record you want to create. Select the record type you need, such as A, CNAME, TXT, or MX. Each record type is used for a different purpose. For example, A records point your domain to an IP address. CNAME records point one hostname to another hostname. TXT records are often used for verification or security settings, and MX records are used for email delivery. Once you've selected the correct record type, enter the required host and value fields. The host field usually tells Namecheap which subdomain or label the record applies to. In many cases, this might be something like www, @ or another custom host provided by the service you're connecting. The value field is where you paste the destination, IP address, target hostname, or text string you were given. If the record requires a TTL setting, choose the appropriate option there as well. TTL stands for time to live, and it controls how long DNS information is cached before it refreshes. In most cases, you can leave the default TTL setting unless the instructions from your provider specifically tell you to change it. Now, take a moment to double-check everything before saving. DNS settings are case-sensitive in some situations, and even a small mistake in the host or value can stop the record from working correctly. Make sure the record type is right, the host is correct, and the value matches exactly what you were given. When everything looks good, click the green checkmark to save the record. Namecheap will then add the new DNS entry to your domain settings. If you're adding multiple records, just repeat the same process for each one until all of your DNS entries are in place. After saving, remember that DNS changes can take some time to fully update across the internet. Sometimes changes happen quickly, but in other cases, it can take a little while before the new record becomes visible everywhere. So if your website, email, or verification still isn't working immediately, give it some time and check again later. And that's it. You've now learned how to change DNS on Namecheap and add DNS records like TXT, CNAME, and MX. This is one of the most useful skills for managing a domain, and once you know where to go, the process becomes much easier. If this tutorial helped you, please like the video and subscribe for more step-by-step guides just like this. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.